All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is June 15th, General Greene, and we have a major announcement coming from the Fed, central banks around the world. CBDCs, no, they're going to launch what is quote unquote a freedom coin. And you've heard it here first. They first introduced CBDC. This is what they do in propaganda. This is propaganda technique 101. They introduce something that sounds draconian and sounds evil. Then they rebrand it, package it, and then sell the same draconian tyrannical technology that they had planned before. George W. Bush did this, of course, with the U.S. Patriot Act post-September 11th. And now this is going to be announced very, very soon. I believe this summer, ladies and gentlemen, a freedom coin, which will be anything but free. It will be completely digital. It'll be completely cashless. It'll be completely surveilled. It will be completely tyrannical, and it's been the exact roadmap of this digital great reset that they've been implementing since the lockdowns of 2020. So this is a red alert, ladies and gentlemen, a quote-unquote freedom coin. We're hearing Trump say things like crypto and Bitcoin is going to make America great again. He was just meeting with leading crypto advocates in Washington, D.C., Bitcoin advocates. He's going to bring all the mining back to the United States to fight communism, guys, to fight China, to fight Russia, to fight Iran. He was, talking very poorly about the Biden administration, how he wants to bring all of this onto U.S. soil. Now, keep in mind, Donald Trump originally called Bitcoin a scam. He called it a fraud. He said he preferred the U.S. fiat trash, hyperinflationary dollar. Now he's all in what I believe is going to come, which is a pre-planned, engineered freedom coin, much like the U.S. Patriot Act. Now, we've got huge news today as well. House of Congress in the United States just passed a new enlistment bill, mandatory selective service for your kids to go fight in World War III. So now 18 years old up to 26 years old pass in the National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA. Remember, Obama passed this, which removed your constitutional rights if the government thinks you're an enemy combatant. If you're an enemy combatant, which, runs under their terror, no laws, it's just like their opinion, then you have no rights, no court appearances. You can't defend yourself in a court of law. You don't have any Miranda rights or anything. And now the NDAA is going to send your fighting age children to war. Look, Vladimir Putin has warned he's going to drop a freaking nuke on Europe if they steal his assets, which the U.S. government and Western nations and the G7 just did. They just stole $50 billion from Vladimir Putin, proving to every other nation in the world your money isn't safe and will be confiscated by the U.S. government. Putin has warned of grave consequences as a part of this seizure that is now being taken out as a part of a loan structure that is going to be given to a non-NATO country, unelected leader, who there was no vote, whose term expired in May, who thousands of people are dying on the front lines while the United States, by design, is losing the war. So these are major news updates. Again, you've heard it here first. Freedom Coin, which is the new version, rebranded. It's a new product. It's the CBDC. Do not be deceived. George Orwell says the people will love their slavery. The people will think slavery is freedom. Right? It's an inverse. Satan does the same thing. He's an angel of light. I know I'm doing a lot of quotations, but I don't know. I just feel like it. It's an inversion, right? So they're going to call it Freedom Coin, Patriot Coin, Success Coin, whatever it is, something along that name. As the US dollar pre-planned by design collapses in a hyperinflationary collapse, with even $1 million isn't worth what it once was, guys. This car's a freaking $1 million, for crying out loud. $1 million is very average now as a result of the lockdowns, as a result of the hyperinflation. I've been telling you to buy freaking Bitcoin. I've been telling you to get into islandproject.com. By the way, just fired up the Learjet. That's why I'm out. You see me in a different location. We just closed on Park City, Booyah, Deer Valley Ski Lodge, $6 million deployed. We have $33.5 million in no bank debt assets now under management. Properties in Maui, properties in Waikiki, properties now in Deer Valley. True ownership. Again, you want your money out of the banks during war, during economic collapse, during hyperinflation. You want to pivot, leverage, and profit. I'm tokenizing this year in 2024 and 25. I'm making all of you freaking rich. You want to be getting in now. Crypto will be soaring. When you see me internationally traveling, Thailand is next. I'm looking at acquisitions there this summer. You're going to see crypto hitting new all-time highs, ladies and gentlemen. New all-time highs. You should be getting in now. Call my dad at 808-442-2934. That's 808-442-2934. And tell all your friends, Freedom Coin is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Freedom Coin is coming. But it won't be freedom. It'll be slavery. The people will love their oppression. They will think they're free in this open range slave ship that makes up the United States of America, the NDAA. And now they're drafting your kids because guess what's coming? Well, it's my final prediction. What comes after World War I and II, folks? World War III. Wars are fought over people, humanity first, money, power, control, energy, food, water, infrastructure. And I've got another bombshell for you too. By 2027, the singularity will be achieved. Our most advanced technologists, Ray Kurzweil and others, I've studied this for multiple decades. It's how I knew about Bitcoin. I knew when they launched it. I bought it under 1,000, told you all to buy it. I've told you to get rich in Bitcoin for years so you can have your own Lambo, your own freaking Learjet, your own Maui Booyah, which you can get in now. But by 2027, we will reach super intelligence in AI, which means it's exceeding intelligence of our highest college grads, engineers. Notice the robots that are being developed by these, corporate, too big to fail, shouldn't be in charge, powers that shouldn't be. It's not replacing menial labor jobs. No, what it's doing is actually replacing thinking jobs. You see, they've created a society where Americans, a lot of them, not you, can't think anymore. And so all these high-end, high-paying, advanced degree type jobs are the ones that are going to be replaced, which is why I've been telling you, you don't even need to go to school. Guys, they're getting rid of school. You'll be better off homeschooling your kids, teaching them technology, teaching them investing like my world-class schools, buying Bitcoin for your children, than you will sending them to a defunct college that will be replaced by an AI robot by 2027. You do realize what I'm saying here. You do get it, right? This is the parabola. So here's what you need to do. Get your money out of the banks, buy Island Project. Come in with your first 30 units now, today. We accept crypto, we prefer it. ACH, wire transfer, debit, credit card. You can also call Papa John at 808-442-2934. Leave him a text or voicemail. He'll get back to you. He can help you roll over your IRAs, retirement accounts, etc. Do that now. Move your money out of the banks before things get a lot worse here. Because, look, they're planning for global financial capital controls, global financial lockdowns during the wartime event, which they'll say they could have never predicted because now it's an emergency and the president has to declare executive action and executive order, which will be around the time. This summer, guys, this summer, you have like a month left. This summer is when this is going to be announced. So keep your eye on the lookout here, but more importantly, take action. Pivot, leverage, profit before Freedom Coin is announced. Again, you're going to hear it. Make America great again with Freedom Coin or Patriot Coin or whatever they call it. It's going to have a positive connotation, which will be the inverse of the tyranny that they're deploying. Buy the Rolex of real estate, islandproject.com. Buy the Lambo of real estate, islandproject.com. Get in now.